Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Full book summary. The silent battle in your mind. Imagine you're walking into a store to buy a simple kitchen knife. On the shelf, you see one knife priced at $300, and right next to it, another knife for $150. What's your first thought? Probably something like, "Wow, that second knife is a bargain." But here's the thing. That cheap knife might still be overpriced. You're not comparing it to what it's actually worth. You're comparing it to the anchor of $300 that your brain just latched onto. This is just one of the sneaky tricks your mind plays on you every single day without you even noticing. Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman spent decades studying these mental traps. In Thinking Fast and Slow, he reveals a surprising truth. Your brain has two different systems that run your life, and one of them is constantly leading you into mistakes. Part 1. The two systems that run your brain. Kahneman calls them System 1 and System 2. System 1, fast thinking, operates automatically and quickly. No effort, no sense of voluntary control, driven by emotions, instincts, and mental shortcuts. Excellent at pattern recognition. Examples: instantly knowing 2 + 2 = 4, recognizing your friend's face in a crowd, feeling fear when a car swerves toward you. System 1 evolved for survival. It reacts instantly to danger and opportunity. The problem? It often jumps to conclusions without enough information. System 2, slow thinking, allocates attention to effortful mental activities. Logical, deliberate, and analytical, engages when a problem is complex. Examples: calculating 17 pies 24, filling out your tax forms, comparing insurance policies. System 2 is the voice of reason. But here's the twist: it's lazy. It often just accepts whatever System 1 offers, even if it's wrong. How they work together. Think of your brain as a busy airport. System 1 is the autopilot. Handles 90% of the flight without bothering the pilot. System 2 is the human pilot. Steps in only during turbulence or emergencies. Most of the time, you're on autopilot, which means System 1 runs your life more than you realize. Part 2. The biases that control you. Kahneman shows how System 1's shortcuts lead to predictable mistakes. Cognitive biases. 1. Anchoring effect. Your mind grabs the first number it sees and uses it as a reference, even if it's irrelevant. Example: when asked, "Is the population of Turkey more than 35 million?" Then, "What's your guess?" Most guesses cluster around that first number. 2. Availability heuristic. We judge likelihood by how easily examples come to mind. Example: after hearing about a plane crash on the news, people often cancel flights, even though flying is statistically far safer than driving. 3. Representativeness heuristic. We judge based on stereotypes instead of actual probabilities. Example: if I describe Tom as a quiet, bookish man, most will guess he's a librarian, ignoring the fact that farmers outnumber librarians massively. 4. Loss aversion. Losses hurt about twice as much as equivalent gains feel good. Example: winning $100 feels nice, but losing $100 feels awful. This bias makes us overly cautious. 3. Overconfidence effect. We believe our own judgments are more accurate than they really are. Example: most drivers rate themselves as above average, a mathematical impossibility. Kahneman walks through dozens of these mental errors. Framing effect. How the same facts can feel different depending on presentation. Halo effect. Letting one good quality influence our judgment of everything else about a person. Priming. Subtle cues affecting our behavior without awareness. Substitution. When faced with a hard question, System 1 answers an easier one instead. Part 3. Prospect Theory. Why we're weird about money. Kahneman's Nobel-winning work, Prospect Theory, explains how people make decisions under risk. Key points. We evaluate outcomes relative to a reference point, not absolute wealth. We hate losses more than we like equivalent gains, loss aversion. We're risk-averse for gains, but risk-seeking for losses. Example, given a choice between 1. A sure gain of $500, 2. A 50% chance to gain $1,000 and 50% chance to gain nothing. Most choose the sure $500, risk-averse for gains. But for losses, 1. A sure loss of $500, 2. 50% chance to lose $1,000 and 50% chance to lose nothing. Most choose the gamble, risk-seeking for losses. Part 4. The planning fallacy. We almost always underestimate how long tasks will take, even when we know similar tasks took longer before. Example, students predicting project deadlines often ignore their own past experiences and focus only on best-case scenarios. Part 5. The two selves, experiencing versus remembering. Your life is lived by two different selves. 1. Experiencing self. Lives in the present moment, feeling life as it happens. 2. Self. Looks back and tells the story of your life. Key insight. We often make choices for our remembering self, even if they make the experiencing self less happy. Example. A vacation where the last 2 days are terrible may be remembered as bad, even if most of it was wonderful. Part 6. How to outsmart your own mind. Kahneman admits you can't fully eliminate biases, but you can design your environment to reduce them. Slow down and engage System 2 for big decisions. Seek independent opinions, question first impressions, focus on data, not just stories. Recognize emotional states that cloud judgment. Final message. The biggest lesson from thinking fast and slow is this. Your mind is not a single, unified thing. It's two systems in constant interplay, one fast and intuitive, one slow and deliberate. The fast system is brilliant but flawed. The slow system is smart but lazy. Mastering decision-making is about knowing when to trust the fast system and when to slow down and think. If you found these insights eye-opening, just imagine what's still inside your mind waiting to be uncovered. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a chance to upgrade your thinking. And let me know in the comments, which mental bias have you caught yourself falling for the most?